Here is all. I couldn't decide whether to wait for another batch of comics to come or just do it now, so I did it now. It's nearly all Alpha Strike anyway. First up here is Alpha Strike 42. I got this on the recommendation of Dillian Martian in the comments. This is the second part of the story with David Tennant's daughter. I think Dillian Martian might be her fella. I think they are married. Issue 41 was good, but I never felt the need to get the second part because I was always under the impression it was a fluke. I am afraid to read or get more of Bill Bungalow's Alpha Strike because Warwick Davis isn't a dwarf, Nemesis has a magic sword, Northman gets AIDS, Bigfoot becomes a woman, and someone else wins the lottery. Dillian Martian said that there is an autistic character, and based on everything else, I didn't expect Bill Bungalow to handle autism well, or any better than when Christopher Clairvoyant and Bill Son of a Bitch conflated autism and 80s schizophrenia. Then it is Alpha Strike 113. I think this is a fill-in issue, but it is one focusing on Windshield, and I like Windshield. It is a flashback at least. This is his hard costume. I prefer the red and white one. We have Alpha Strike 114 and 115. This introduces us to Porcupine Cable. That is not his name, but that is the best description you will ever hear of this character. He is Cables, but with porcupine spikes. He is the worst thing about this run by Simon Furballs. Alpha Strike 116. Long live Rock. He doesn't live long. He never shows up after this issue. The exact opposite of living long. 117. I didn't remember this one. I have read this run in scans, but like a decade ago, and I really didn't remember Northman versus Mr. Garrison from Excellent Force. This seems like something I would remember. Then we have a 3-part story that I vaguely remember as being fun, with the bad guys being the Hurtin' Crew. That is a reference to a song from a Bad album by the Descendants. This is issue 118, 119, and then 120, which is polybagged. So let's undo that by getting it out. I just decreased the value of this. It comes with a poster. I like it. I like this poster. We have some of the Affinity Cluedo tie-ins here. There was an odd thing, an editorial mess up, but a bunch of the Affinity Cluedo tie-ins with Alpha Strike. They didn't have the banner. Issue 127 here is very blatantly an Affinity Cluedo tie-in. Just looking at the cover, you can tell that. But only 122, 123 and 124 have the banner. Also Porcupine Cable. He's in the whole fucking run.
This crossover is killing me.
Then issues 125 and 127. These two were the hardest ones to find, as well as 121, which is coming soon. I could only get these ones with price tags still on, and two really ugly redesigns for Diamond Little and Box. Where do they get them crazy names from? Here is, actually, come to think of it, I think 121 and 126 are the only ones that I am waiting for. Well, now that I have realised that, I definitely should have waited. Here is the final story arc on Alpha Strike. 128, 129, and 130. In this, Simon Furballs, he brings Gladiator back to life, and he does a much better job of it than Fabio Nicieza had done before him. These issues were going to be hard to get me hands on as well, but I really lucked out, and there was a seller in Wales who showed up on eBay selling just these 3 issues as a lot. Then, to cap it all off, we have the 4-issue Northman miniseries. I am a bad Northman fan. I never had this. I'm not even sure if I have read it. I must have. But I have no recollection of it except for the covers. Issue 1, issue 2, issue 3. Oh, better be careful with that blood. He might have AIDS again. And then issue 4. And here is Deadstroke issue 50. Seems kinda incongruous, but in the next haul video, I will have Deadstroke issue 47. So there is some Alpha Strike comics and an issue of Deadstroke. Remember the days when the haul videos seemed to be exclusively DC Comics? Here is that poster again. I do like the poster. I rate this poster 7 thumbs up.